Today, we gather for a truly special occasion, the lamp lighting and oath-taking ceremony of BSc Nursing 38th batch and GNM Nursing 29th batch, a sacred tradition that marks the beginning of nurses' journey into the noble profession of healthcare. It is with immense joy and pride that we welcome you all to this momentous occasion that signifies the initiation of our young nurses into the noble profession of healing, service, and compassion. Let us begin this auspicious event with great enthusiasm and reverence. The lamp lighting ceremony is a time-honored tradition that symbolizes the guiding light of knowledge and care, following in the footsteps of Florence Nightingale, the pioneer of modern nursing. Today, our student nurses will take their first step into a journey of dedication, commitment, and selfless service to humanity. To mark the beginning of this sacred ceremony, let us now welcome our future nurses as they enter into auditorium to start their journey of profession as nurse, a commitment to serve with wisdom, integrity, and compassion. What a beautiful and inspiring sight it was. I kindly request all the students to be seated. As we embark on this special occasion, let us seek the divine blessing through a graceful prayer dance. I invite Mrs. Aishwarya, lecturer, Department of Child Health Nursing, and her team to lead us into prayer.
പമ്പാഗണപതി പാരിന്റെ അധിപതി കൊമ്പാർന്നുണരണമൻപി തന്റെ തുമ്പിക്കൈ ചേർക്കണം നെല്ലി വിഘ്നങ്ങൾ വിധി പോലെ തീർക്കണം പമ്പാഗണപതി പാരിന്റെ അധിപതി കൊമ്പാർന്നുണരണമൻപി തന്റെ തുമ്പിക്കൈ ചേർക്കണം നെല്ലി വിഘ്നങ്ങൾ വിധി പോലെ തീർക്കണം വേദാന്ത പൊരുളിൻ ആധാരശിലയെ കാരുണ്യക്കടൽ കണ്ട കലികാല പ്രഭുവേ കണി കാണാൻ മുന്നിൽ ചെല്ലുമ്പോൾ ദുഃഖങ്ങൾ കർപ്പൂരത്തിരിയായി കത്തുമ്പോൾ അയ്യപ്പൻ കളഭച്ചാട്ടണിയാൻ നിൽക്കുമ്പോൾ നെയ്യഭിഷേകം സ്വാമിക്ക് പാലഭിഷേകം സ്വാമിക്ക് തിരുവാഭരണം സ്വാമിക്ക് തിരുവമൃതം സ്വാമിക്ക് പന്തളനാഥൻ വൻപുലിമേലെ വന്നെഴുന്നള്ളും മാമലയിൽ മകരവിളക്കിൻ മഞ്ചുളനാളം മിഴിതെളിയാനായി കാണും ഓദയാമയ പരാൽ പര ശരണജപങ്ങളോടെ നീക്കമേ ഓദയാമയ പരാൽ പര ശരണജപങ്ങളോടെ നീക്കമേ ഒരു നെയ്ത്തിരിക്കു പകരം എരിഞ്ഞു നരജന്മമെന്നു ഗുരു പമ്പാഗണപതി പാരിന്റെ അധിപതി കൊമ്പാർന്നുണരണമൻപി തന്റെ തുമ്പിക്കൈ ചേർക്കണം നെഞ്ചിൽ വിഘ്നങ്ങൾ വിധി പോലെ തീർക്കണം നെയ്യഭിഷേകം സ്വാമിക്ക് പാലഭിഷേകം സ്വാമിക്ക് തിരുവാഭരണം സ്വാമിക്ക് തിരുവമൃതം സ്വാമിക്ക് നെയ്യഭിഷേകം സ്വാമിക്ക് പാലഭിഷേകം സ്വാമിക്ക് തിരുവാഭരണം സ്വാമിക്ക് തിരുവമൃതം സ്വാമിക്ക്.
That was a truly mesmerizing. May the blessings of the Almighty guide our young nurses into the journey ahead. Now, it is our privilege to invite our esteemed dignitaries to take their honored seats on the dais. I request Mrs. Susan Thomas, Department of Child Health Nurse, Assistant Professor, Department of Child Health Nursing, to escort the dignitaries to the dais. We are deeply honored by your presence and thank you for gracing this occasion. To formally welcome this distinguished gathering, I now invite Mrs. Savita B., Associate Professor and HOD of Mental Health Nursing Department, to deliver the welcome address.
The lighting of the lamp is a cherished tradition that represents our ascent from ignorance to knowledge. A ray of light is a ray of hope. As we say, let's all leave the darkness and step towards the bright path. Good morning, one and all gathered here. Respected and wonderful dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, appreciated guests, dear colleagues, media partner, and my dear students. We stand on the brink of remarkable journey, one that we will embark upon together, filled with learning, experience, and enlightenment. It is a traditional symbol to start such a journey with the lighting of lamp. Just as light removes darkness, knowledge removes ignorance, where the lighting of a lamp signifies entry into the new profession, where it honors legacy of Florence Nightingale, the lady with lamp. I, Mrs. Savita B., Associate Professor, Dr. M. V. Shetty College of Nursing, honor and take this opportunity to welcome you all to this occasion. As we gather here to celebrate new journey of our budding nurses, we are privileged to have someone of such remarkable stature and achievement among us. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. B.A. Yatikumar Swami Gowda, Principal, Alvas College of Nursing, as a chief guest for this event, whose contribution to the nursing field have made a significant impact. With a career spanning over more than 35 years, he has been a beacon of inspiration for many of us, demonstrating exceptional dedication and commitment to improve the educational status in nursing profession by taking up responsible and challenging positions at various levels. Sir had completed his BSc Nursing from Government College of Nursing, Bangalore in 1989, MSc in Medical Surgical Nursing from Dr. M. V. Shetty College of Nursing in 1994, PhD Nursing from Yanapaya University in 2015, and also have additional qualification in Hospital Administration from Indian Academy of Sciences, Coimbatore. He is having great work experience in the field of teaching with various roles from clinical supervisor to the principal. He worked in Dr. M. V. Shetty Institute of Health Sciences from 1990 to 1997 and Alvas College of Nursing since 1997 till date, presently continuing as a principal. His association with RGHS as a Dean, Faculty of Nursing, Member of Academic Council for the year 2016 to 2018, PG Board of Studies Chairman for the year 2009 to 2012, Member of Board of Studies in Nursing, PG and UG Program and Faculty of Nursing, Member of Local Inspection Committee and a Chairman, Chairman of Nursing Standard Operating Procedure Committee, and as a present guide for PhD nursing scholars and postgraduate students, he has made a remarkable impact on nursing education and practice. His role in university and non-university level, inside and outside the state, is appreciable. Past member of Karnataka State Nursing Council and present co-guide for PhD nursing scholars at Meenakshi University, Tamil Nadu. Member of BOS, Mysore University, Nittay University, Chandigarh University, and Eklavya University, Madhya Pradesh. Some of his notable accomplishment includes he has organized and attended several workshops, conferences, seminars at various levels, presented a paper on hemodynamic monitoring in state level workshop, and he has 11 publications into his credit in various index journals. In addition to his professional accolades, Dr. B. Atikumar Swami Gowda is also known for philanthropic work, community service, mentoring young minds, advocating for social changes by active participation in Rotary Club activities as a member, president, and correspondent of Rotary Education Society. He embodies the values of hard work, perseverance, and compassion, making him an ideal role model for all of us. It's a glad welcome we bring to you, sir, this morning, filled with desires, hopes, and dreams all of us have. On behalf of management, principal, faculty members, and students, I welcome you, sir, to this occasion. Now I request Mrs. Susan Thomas, Associate Professor, Pediatric Nursing Department, to offer it, sir, with the saplings. I am pleased to share that distinguished personality to honor with us her presence today as the president of this function is none other than Dr. Hima Urmila Shetty, Chairperson, Dr. M. Shetty Trust, and her valiant struggle, backed by her strong determination, brought this college all the way where we are now. So with a huge round of applause, let us raise up a hearty welcome, big and warm enough to hold her. Heartily welcome to you, ma'am. Now I request Mrs. Anupama, Associate Professor, Pediatric Nursing Department, to welcome ma'am with the beautiful saplings. It is my absolute privilege and delight to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Sumaya Rai, Director of Academics, Dr. M. Shetty Institutions. Your leadership, guidance, and visions have been instrumental in shaping the academic excellence and growth of our institution. We are honored to have you here today, ma'am, and your presence adds a special significance to this event. I request Mrs. Senior Assistant Professor to hand over the flower welcome to ma'am. Next, my priority goes to Dr. Padma Priya S., Principal, Dr. M. Shetty College of Nursing. Ma'am, your wisdom, experience, and insights are invaluable, and we are grateful for the opportunity to learn from you. Your support and encouragement inspires us to strive for excellence and make a positive impact in our respective field. Now I request Mrs. Supriya Casey, Assistant Professor, to offer a ma'am beautiful sapling. Pleased to welcome Mrs. Lavina Jyoti Demello, Assistant Professor, MSN Department, and Class Coordinator for First Year GNM to this special event. Your hard work and dedications will significantly enhance students' academic endeavor. A heartfelt welcome to you. Now I request Mrs. Shruti Tellis, Community Health Nursing Department, to welcome her with the sapling. I would like to offer warm welcome to Dr. Gladson Jose, Principal, Dr. M. Shetty College of Physiotherapy, to this event. I request Mrs. Varsha to offer a floral welcome. and heartfelt welcome to Professor Sri Priya, Principal, Dr. M. Shetty, Institute of Allied Health Sciences, to this event. I request Mrs. Diana, Department of MHN, to offer a ma'am a floral welcome. Now I welcome Dr. Nisha, Principal, Leelavati Shetty College of Education, to this event. I request Ms. Tejaswini to offer a floral welcome. My desire is to extend a gracious welcome to all the teaching staff who have invested energy to make this event successful. Your dedication to the education and professional growth is truly valued. Welcome you all to this program. It is my privilege to offer a delightful welcome to our dear students who are starting their journey into nursing profession. From now, you will start a new journey and often have to deal with challenging situations alone along the way. All I can say is that I know you will make a wise decisions and choose the right one. Whatever you do with the convictions, no mountain is too high and the sky is only the limit. Be limitless in all that you do. Looking forward to all that you are gonna start and make a ways. Welcome you all to this event. I like to offer special welcome to our organizing team and fourth year BSc Nursing students. Your tireless effort and hard work made this event more successful. Welcome you all. I extend a warm welcome to our non-teaching and supporting staff to this event. Your vital contribution to our education community are recognized, and welcome you all to this program. Dear member of media, we are warmly welcome you to our event. Your presence help us share our story and take away with the broad audience. Welcome you. Once again, I welcome everyone who directly and indirectly involved with the organizing this event. At last, I would like to conclude my speech by quoting, "Dear students, revive your light, manifest your dream, realize your worth." Welcome you all to this program.
Thank you, dear ma'am, for your warm and gracious words of welcome. We also welcome you for this event. I request Mrs. Anupama, Associate Professor, Department of Child Health Nursing, to give a sapling to welcome ma'am. Light is a powerful symbol of knowledge, enlightenment, and hope. To officially inaugurate this ceremony, we request our esteemed dignitaries to step forward for the lighting of the lamp. Thank you. Today's lamp lighting and oath taking ceremony is not just a ritual, it is a reminder of the values, dedication, and compassion that defines this profession. To enlighten us further on the significance of this day, I now invite Mrs. Lavina, Assistant Professor, Department of Medical Surgical Nursing, for the expression of the thoughts on the significance of the day.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, my dear colleagues and students, a very warm good morning to one and all gathered here. It's my pleasure to stand before you to say few words about the significance of lamp lighting ceremony. Today, as we gather for this sacred ceremony, we honor not just a tradition, but a calling, one that began with Florence Nightingale and continues with each of you. The lamp you are about to light is more than just a flame. It is a symbol of knowledge, compassion, and unwavering service, love, comfort, positivity, and which removes darkness and ignorance. It is an auspicious vocation in every nurse's life, held in reverence to Florence Nightingale, the Lady with the Lamp. Let us look back the journey of Florence Nightingale from a 17-year-old girl to the Lady with the Lamp. On May 12, 1820, Florence Nightingale was born in Italy. She was the daughter of a wealthy landowner, William Nightingale, who taught her statistics, language, history, and mathematics. Her father provided her reputable education, which was uncommon for Victorian women of that time. At 17, she started to visit sick people at home. In 1951, her father gave her permission to get formally trained as a nurse during the Crimean War that happened between Turkey and Russia. In this war, France and England were helping Turkey from 1854 to 1856. After the war, British soldiers in Turkey started to die from cholera and malaria. At that time, Russia and France were having religious sisters to take care of their wounded, while England had only trained men. At that time, Florence Nightingale received a letter of appeal from the Minister of War, after which she took 38 nurses with her and went to the hospital where 5 to 6 patients were sharing the room. At night, she used to carry a lamp while taking rounds from room to room to look after her patients. This earned her the affectionate title of the Lady with the Lamp. So, the lamp lighting ceremony formally recognizes the student's entry into the nursing profession, as the lamp symbolizes the light that a nurse becomes to her patients and a symbol of hope and comfort to those suffering. Students lit lamp as a mark of their commitment and take the nursing pledge, which gives glory to the occasion. Nursing is only the profession which follows the lamp lighting ceremony. The oath taken by every nursing professionals dignifies the discharge of their duties with complete honesty, integrity, and without any discrimination. It is a stand that lighting a lamp for someone else can also lighten your path, and there are only 2 ways to distribute the light: by becoming the light or by reflecting it in a mirror. Students, be the light that helps others to see. Promise yourself every day that I shine with love and light in every moment. Nursing is a profession that requires great intelligence, motivation, and determination, and even more challenging, it's important to remain inspired always. I salute all the budding nurses of our college who chose to be in this noble profession. On behalf of entire faculty, I wish you all freshers good luck in your new journey. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, dear ma'am, for the valuable insight of thoughts. And now we arrive at the most sacred moment of this ceremony, the lighting of the lamp and oath-taking. This tradition dates back to Florence Nightingale, the lady with the lamp, who dedicated her life to caring for the sick and the wounded. Today, as our student nurses light their lamps, they pledge to uphold the values of compassion, integrity, and excellence. I humbly request our chief guest, Dr. Yati Kumar sir, and our principal, Dr. Padma Priya ma'am, to come forward to illumine the lamp of each student as symbol of transferring that responsibility of sacred ministry of nursing profession. I request Mrs. Dinah and Mrs. Shruti to call out the name of the students.
Good morning. As we call out the names, I request the students kindly come forward and light the lamps from the dignitaries.
First semester BSc Nursing. Nagaratna,
Bhavana,
Madhushri,
Shrija,
Sri Nandana,
Rishika TK,
Pooja,
Akifa,
Anamika Jayesh,
Sandra Sanjeev,
Merlin Eliza,
Devi Krishna,
Janisha,
Minna Maria Matthew,
Harinanda,
Nandana, D'Souza,
Saya Suresh,
Anne Maria Denny,
Paurnami,
Irene Varghese,
Seni Sunny,
Annette Shibu,
Josmi Mol,
Alina Alias,
Kritika,
Saloni Mole,
Anitel Matthew,
Cheryl and George,
Sandra Mol,
Sri Lakshmi Madhu,
Aparna A,
Mandara,
Rishika,
Shaibi Shaji,
Chaitanya,
Sweedle Riona D'Souza,
Tania,
Rose Maria John,
Sneha Vivi,
Anne Maria Jinsen,
Jyoti Lakshmi,
Sania MB,
Devika VS,
Anaga Aji Thomas,
Sia Vinu,
Feba Ann Varghese,
Sona Sabu,
Neha Elsa Sampson,
Selma Elizabeth,
Benzita Lasrado,
Nia Thomas,
Akshaya H. Nair,
Naushida HF,
Sri Lakshmi A,
Mokshita,
Alina Case,
Sri Durga,
Belta Anup,
Sallu Sam,
Brian V.V. Kurian,
Abhinand KK,
TV Ajal Manoj,
Akil John,
Srinivas N.T.,
Vaishak,
Dicto Joy, Abhiram K.
Atul P.
Christy Scaria.
Advait
Abhiram Prasul.
Akash
Josephine Robbie.
Thank you, sir and ma'am. Now I request Mrs. Savita B. Shetty and Mrs. Lavina to light the lamps of the students. First year General Nursing and Midwifery students, Shri Kutti,
Alina Sibi.
Shainika, Anne Maria,
Asna Benny.
Shreya Kannan,
Graha Anthony.
Charishma,
Sri Nandana Case.
Anagha,
Sneha Surya.
Amrita Ajayan,
Pooja.
Mallamma,
Anne Maria MJ.
Arpita,
Devananda KK.
Pratiksha,
Gloria George,
Abhishek,
Abid Manoj,
Christy Benny,
Thomas Kutti Rajesh,
Ranjit,
Kevin Pereira,
Kishan Lal,
Mons Biju,
Amal Sibi,
Bibin Benny,
Ashwadi Suresh,
Midun Vijayan,
Rutunanda,
Bestin Shaji,
Shamita,
Anna Roy,
Tirtha,
Likita Shetty,
Sinimol,
Pavitra,
Christy PJ,
Jason Varghese,
Tobin Joseph,
Franco Suresh,
Adon,
Kiran Biju,
Anna Rose,
Tanya Sebastian,
kindly request our principal, Dr. Padma Priya ma'am, to lead the oath-taking ceremony. I request the first year students to stretch the right arm forward for the oath-taking.
Students, repeat the oath after me. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in presence of this assembly to practice my profession with dedication. I will serve mankind with love and compassion, recognizing their dignity and rights, irrespective of color, creed, religion, and nationality. I will endeavor to maintain up-to-date knowledge and skill, to uphold standard of nursing care to individual, family, and community in all settings, and in all aspects of holistic care as a member of healthcare team. I will hold in confidence personal matters of my clients committed to my care and help them to develop confidence in care rendered by me. I will refrain from any activity that will harm my personal and professional dignity as a nurse. I will actively support my profession and strive towards advancement. I will fulfill my responsibilities as a citizen and encourage change towards better health. Congratulations to all our students. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, dear ma'am, for leading the oath-taking ceremony, and thank you, dear students. I request all the students to hand over the lamp to the volunteers and be seated. We are truly honored to have with us today Dr. B.A. Yetikumar Swami Gowda as chief guest of the program, a distinguished leader in the healthcare field. I now invite our chief guest to share your words of wisdom and encouragement with the young nurses and with us.
Respected Professor Dr. Ima Urmila Shetty, Chairperson, Dr. M. Shetty Memorial Trust, and the President of the today's function. Respected Principal Dr. Padma Priya S., Principal, Dr. M. Shetty Memorial Trust. Madam Soma S. Rai, Academic Counselor, and the coordinators of both the batches, Madam Savita, and Madam Lavina Jyoti Dimello, and all the principals of different colleges of M. Shetty College, and the trustee members, my dear teachers, students, and the special guests of the today's function, that is 38 batch of basic BSc nursing and 29th batch of GNM nursing students. Good morning to all. First of all, I congratulate all of you for selecting the nursing profession and taking the oath today. And also, you have selected the very good institution, which is around 38 years old and the first private management college in Karnataka. My dear students, today the lamplighting ceremony you have witnessed and you have taken an oath. So here, when the light you lit the lamp from the principal and the invited guest, so that shows the main three important aspects in the life. That is the darkness outside, the second one is hope, and the third one is burning for others. When we take the first one, the darkness outside, we live in a world where human rights are violated. We live in a world where the elderly being forgotten. We live in a world where children make friends through social media rather than face-to-face. In this context, we need to understand our role in the nursing profession. We need to have a big picture of the suffering people. It is not just physical illness and it troubles the people. It is more often, it is a loneliness and the feeling of being deserted by friends and family and hurts by the people more. So first of all, we need to realize that there is a darkness out and we are there to bring the people from the darkness to the lightness. Coming to the second one, that is a hope. So here we call the little one kindness. Little kindness, that is giving a hope to the ill people who are suffering illness. That is, it can be a smile, or it can be a kind of word encouragement, or even you can put a shoulder on the patient's head, the back, and then you can give a confidence, or even it can be a timely help. So here, the constant attention by a good nurse may be just as important as a major operation of the surgeon. So you are always, you have to see, you are providing the hope to the patients and having a constant observation of the patient. Finally, the light that shines is about burning out for others. We can see the candle. It is burning, but it is giving light to the others. So there is without doubt, selflessness is in the profession of nursing. We are able to put others first. As a nurse, the opportunity to give the heart, mind, soul, and body of our patients and their families. So they may forget your names, but still they remember that is so-and-so was taken care of me. So because of that, I am really feeling better like that. So always you remember the 3H, that is head, heart, and hand. So that shows the head means knowledge, heart means attitude, and hand means skill. So like that, the 5C also, the commitment, compassion, communication, confidence, and the critical care, that is a critical thinking, always we should follow it. When we see some of the statistics of the nursing status in Karnataka and as well as in the India, when according to the available data, so there are approximately there are more than 9 lakh auxiliary nurse midwives and more than 22 nurse registered nurses and more than 56,000 lady health visitors are present in India. So that shows the ratio of 1:6 per the 1,000 population. But as per the WHO, we are supposed to have 3:1,000 population. So it is actually, when we see the status, it is not even half of the people we are there. So it shows why I'm telling all these things. It shows that there is a lot of demand for the nursing profession. When we take the survey of the colleges, so there are more than 1,900 A&M training schools and more than 2,300 undergraduate courses like BSc nursing and more than 800 colleges MSc nursing, programs are available in the country, but still we have got a lot of vacancies in the nursing profession, and we can have a good selection even in the government hospitals and even in the central government, and even in the railways, even in the factories, even in the research areas also, you will be having a scope of the nursing profession. So we need not to think that is we have more than 80 members or what job we'll get it or where we can go like that and all. So still you have got a lot of scope in the nursing profession. My dear students, just I would like to mention that is when you are behaving, so how you should be in the college and how you should be. Today's paper you must have seen. That is 5 students ranked the juniors. So actually you are meant for treating the patients. But here it shows that you yourself you are making your own colleagues for the patients. So this way you have to see that is how you have to behave in the classes and the colleges. So you people are the dear darlings of the house, the valuable customers of the college and the cream of the society and future of the nation. You should understand, so you are molding in the college for becoming a future of the nation, and always sit like a rock and work like a clock. So always you should keep on studying, and you have to understand the things, keep whatever is available, and whatever the things are changing, you should understand. And always it is better to be alone than in a bad company. So instead of that, sitting alone is a better, instead of going along with the bad company and spoiling yourself and spoiling the others also. And don't think westernization is always necessary for our civilization. The next, as per the late Dr. Abdul Kalam said, dream, dream, then convert your dreams into thoughts and thoughts into actions. So always consider the learning is the pleasure. So learning should be a pleasure. You don't think that it is the pressure. The young man who graduated yesterday and stopped learning today will be an illiterate tomorrow. Because what procedures today you learn in the college, tomorrow you cannot able to practice it because the things are changed. So whatever it is there, you have to keep on learning. And then don't be mercy of the examiners. So madam, please give 1 mark, 2 mark, I will get first class, or you give me 3 mark, I will be getting the passing mark. So don't be mercy of the examiners. Always pass in if you have a merit, the pass in the examination will become your right. So always you could see that as a sir, university has not given the grace mark. So in my grace mark, always the column shows 0, 0. For other it is given 2, 2 like that. So there is a criteria for giving the grace mark also. So actually if you are passing all the subjects, and only if one subject, for only one subject, the minimum grace mark is given. It is not that if you fail all the 3 subjects and then all the 3 subjects, if you want 1 mark, they don't give the grace mark. But for others, she will be passing all the subjects she passed and only 1 subject will be there. For that, she requires a 4 marks, 3 marks, they will give it. But not for all the subjects. So it is, again, you are begging the university or the teachers to get the grace mark. So that should not happen from your side. Always see that is getting the distinction marks, that is more than 75% marks, 80% of the marks. So it is always better because this is a nursing profession. You cannot adjust ourselves telling that, okay, if I get 50%, it is enough. So if you give a care properly for 50%, if you are not giving the care for a 50%, another 50%, what will happen? The same thing for you also. Always you try to going for the good mark rather than the grace mark. My dear students, if you see who is a winner and who is a loser. So that is, the winner is always a part of the answer. The loser is a part of the problem. The winner always has a plan, but the loser always has an excuse. He'll be keep on telling the excuse, but he never attend for any work. And the winner says, let me do it for you. But the loser says, it is not my job. Simply he will escape. The winner sees an answer in every problem. The loser sees a problem in every answer. The winner talks about the ideas. The loser always talks to argue. The winner says, it may be difficult, but it is possible. The loser says, it may be possible, but it is difficult. So, my dear students, always be a winner's side. And then again, just I would like to advise, so money is not everything in our life. So other than the money, there is something else in the life. That is, money can buy amusement, but not happiness. Money can buy a bed, but not a sleep. Money can buy a books, but not a wisdom. Money can buy a clock, but not a more time. Money can buy a companions, but not good friends. Money can buy a finery, but not the beauty. Money can buy a food, but not an appetite. Money can buy a house, but not a home. Money can buy a medicine, but not your health. So always consider the more than the money, there is a something else in their life. So that you have to aim for it and that you have to achieve it. My dear students, always you should consider that is when you are helping somebody, you should see that is how you can help the others. If you help me because I help you, that is a fairness. If you help me because I expect something from you, that is a selfishness. If you help me because I pay the money, that is a business. If you help me because I am afraid, that is a weakness. If you help me because you like me, that is a goodness. If you help me, even though I have harmed you, that is a greatness. So even though if anybody harms you, you try to help the others. So that's then only your life will have a good achievement in the life. I am very thankful to Madam Urmila Shetty and the family for shaping me in this college. I was a student, I was assistant lecturer, as Madam Savita said in the biodata. And then I was here in this building for 7 years. And then this college only molded me to become a dean and even the BOS. And Madam Urmila Shetty used to tell me how we can talk to the others, how we can introduce ourselves. So actually when we are small, when we come to the college, and Sudhindra and Pradeep Nair, we were all the lecturers. So Madam used to tell us how we can talk to the others, how we can mingle with other people and all. So that is a way today I could stand like this. And then I'm very thankful to Madam for all the help Madam has done it. And then at the same time, I would like to mention Dr. Ram Gopal Shetty also. Today, what the design of the uniform you are wearing, it is designed by Dr. Ram Gopal Shetty in 1998, beginning of the college. That is around 38 years. So the same dress today, the college is continuing you. So that is a design by the Dr. Ram Gopal Shetty. So I am very thankful to all the principals who have continued and all these things and all. And then finally, I would like to conclude my speech. That is, my dear students, be clever but not a crook. Be intelligent but not cunning. Be childlike but not childish. Be meritorious but not notorious. Be a lovable person but not a incurable romantic. Be an asset to the society and the family and the world, but not a liability. Thanking you.
Thank you, dear sir, for reminding us our responsibility as nurse to be selfless, dedicated and committed to the welfare of the patient and humanity. I request Dr. Hema Urmila ma'am to honor sir with the token of gratitude. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir. It is indeed to honor to have with us respected mentor and guiding force behind our institution's success. She is none other than Dr. Hema Urmila Shetty, chairperson of Dr. M.V. Shetty Memorial Trust. Ladies and gentlemen, I now humbly request our esteemed President, Dr. Hema Urmila Shetty, to deliver the presidential address. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning and namaste to all of you seated here, including those on the days. I cannot, sorry, can you hear me? I cannot tell you how beautiful I found this whole occasion. How I find each face that I see here so beautiful. I'm overcome by the beauty of this event. I think we were particularly lucky in our chief guest, Dr. Yati Kumar Gowda, because he was one of our first lights who came in as maybe a small light and grew till now. He is many things, but also principal of a nursing college. These are people who have taken and grown beyond imagination. So I would say that this is an event where we celebrate light, the light shone by Florence Nightingale and all that she inspired. But I'd like you to think, just think, how people suffer everywhere, how that the light that someone brings. In the Crimean War, there were people whose legs had been cut off, whose hands were gone, who must have been groaning in pain. And yet, to see this lady walking through with that light, it must have made a world of difference. They had no anesthetics. They could not inject somebody to kill their pain. So how could a light, make people forget their pain? It was the light of, as Dr. Yati said, the light of love and compassion. That means a great deal. From a baby to an old person. He dwelt on many things, and I don't want to repeat everything he said in his inspiring address. But what I would like to say is, I would like to keep our shloka from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Anyone tell me what it is? What is the shloka we have from there? From all those 1,000 years ago, we have Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamosoma Jyotir Gamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. So we have something that can always show us the importance of light. Yes? Asatoma Sadgamaya is lead me from ignorance to knowledge. Now, knowledge is the knowledge always in Indian ideas. Knowledge is always truth. What is the truth of existence? So you travel from knowledge to the truth. Tamaso ma jyotir gamaya, that is lead me from darkness to light. Now what is darkness in the world? It can be ignorance, yes, but it can also be negativity. When you don't care, when you spread hate, the culture of hate, where you want to fight everybody, where you want to bring down people. These are the negative things that are harming the world now. And negativity spreads even to our animals. Do we not have to care for them? At one stage we have On one side, we have somebody like Suma Naik who's come here, who attends to all the dogs and animals who are mistreated, who are rescued. She brings them all and looks after them. What compassion and love can do, nothing else can. That is the light of the world, I think. So you are here now as some BSc students, GNM students, and you are here at the beginning. This is where you form, you train, you learn, you upskill yourself, and you go from form to perform. You have to show your skills, okay? You do it in whatever way you can, and I hope that it's not only your studies. I think people who come to M.B. Shetty know that there is value in dance, in song, in art, in every talent that you can bring up in yourself. So from form you go to perform. And from performance, what do you have? What do you gain after performance? Can you tell me the next word in my list? You form, you perform, and you transform. Obviously, by the time you go from here, we expect you to be a light in the world. Transformed, maybe from a spark, a sparkle, to a light like this. You are all these lights, they have come out of your hands, they are standing there. I hope that you will always keep something in mind about light. See yourself as light. Even when you light up someone else's path, as Dr. Yati Kumar said, you are actually finding a path for yourself in service. Now, he talked about Dr. MR because he knew him. And I know that we started the first private nursing college, and it's amazing how many colleges have come up like that. So that light has now spread, and we notice that nurses are the people in highest demand in the world, not just in India, pan-Indian. They say that we have a dearth of 6 million nurses. Just think what that means for the world, you know. For you, when you become a nurse, you have that advantage. And I think Dr. Shetty had it right when he thought that nurses were not given their due. They were not considered the dignified people they should be. And it may be a small thing. He started BSc nursing, graduate nurses. And it was from there that the idea of nursing as a very dignified, uplifting profession, I think began to be recognized. Not that it wasn't that, but that it began to be recognized through all these many colleges that came up. So the scope of nursing is great, but again, as our chief guest said, never stop learning. Never stop upskilling yourself. I know that there was a person who was in an old age home in Canada. And there they have robots that can lift you up, take you to the bathroom, bring you back, put you back to bed. Isn't that wonderful, what machines can do? But can they do what human beings can do? Can they give the love and compassion that human beings can give? We don't know. We're going into a highly robotized, mechanical, technological world. And we have to recognize what human skills, how important they are. And I think nurses, above all, are in the middle of that. As I said, we need 600 million nurses. What does that mean for the world? So, he made another point. I have to go back to speech. And he said, what is the point if you are going to learn and get 50% just pass, not 80% when you pass? Okay? And what he indicated, I think, is, are you going to be happy to be a 50% nurse? Are you going to be a 100% nurse, an 80% nurse? Or are you going to be happy with a 50% nurse? So you take it. If an engineer is only a 50% engineer, the bridge he builds is going to break. It's like that. So don't be a 50% nurse. Be a complete nurse. So he also said, winners have a plan, losers have an excuse. Another very important thing. Winners, you're all going to be winners. Have a plan for your education, for your, other extracurricular activity. Have a plan for everything. Say, I'm here now and I wish to reach there. That is going to be your plan in these 3.5, 4 years that you're going to be here with us. So have a plan. Don't make excuses so that you reach the goals of your thing. And also, another point he made was, you have to have critical thinking. Critical thinking, not to, you say, he's a bad person, she's a bad person, to condemn and people like that. Critical thinking is to look inwards, introspect, self-examine yourself and see whether you're going where you should reach. So, having said all this, there are hard skills, there are soft skills. And you'll have to be the master of both. Nurses have to have the hard skills. They are the first people to show soft skills, when we were not even talking about soft skills. So the demand for nurses is more than for IT graduates or management graduates. Think of it. All over the world, they want your light. So your light, your spark, your sparkle, which is going to become a light, whatever. So let me say once more what I said. This is forming, you're forming, then you will be performing, and hopefully we will have, at the end of your time here, we will have a transformation. All of you should have a plan for that transformation. God bless you all.
To form, to perform, and to perform to transform, we will keep your words of encouragement and wisdom. Thank you, dear ma'am, for inspiring us and motivating us with your presence and words of wisdom. We have come to the end of the program. As we conclude this remarkable event, I now invite Mrs. Shruti Tellis, Lecturer, Department of Community Health Nursing, to express heartfelt gratitude through the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. It is my privilege and honor to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks at this auspicious lamplighting and oath-taking ceremony. First and foremost, my deepest gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. B.A. Yathikuma Swami Gowda, ex-Dean and ex-BOS Chairman, PG Nursing, RGUHS and Principal, Alvas College of Nursing. Sir, your presence and words of wisdom have truly inspired our young nursing students as they step into this noble profession. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. A special thanks to Professor Dr. Hima Urmila Shetty, Chairperson of Dr. M.V. Shetty Memorial Trust, for presiding over this program. Your unwavering support and vision, which continue to shape the future of nursing education in our institution. Our heartfelt appreciation to our principal, Professor Dr. Padma Priya S., for her constant encouragement and leading this oath-taking ceremony with such a grace and dedication. We extend our sincerest gratitude to Dr. Suma S. Rai, Director of Academics, for your continuous support in our every endeavor. I thank all the principals who have gathered here to grace these occasions. Thank you, sir and madams. I would like to acknowledge and appreciate my faculty colleagues for taking various responsibilities and ensuring the seamless execution of this event. Your commitment and teamwork have made this ceremony a grand success. A big round of thanks to our 4th year, 5th semester, 3rd semester BSc Nursing students for their incredible volunteer efforts and helping hands throughout the event. Your dedication is truly commendable. And of course, today's main focus, our BSc and GNM first year students. Congratulations on taking this significant step into the nursing profession. May you carry forward the lamp of knowledge with compassion, dedication and excellence. A special thanks to V4 channel for the media coverage which help us to reach a wider audience. A special mention to technical support team, PRO Mr. Bharat, for ensuring a smooth and uninterrupted event. Catering team for their excellent service. Last but not the least, a sincere thank you to each and every present here. Your support and encouragement have made this event meaningful and memorable. Once again, thank you all and wishing our a bright and successful journey ahead.
This is like grabbing the... It's just to say that I forgot to mention that Dr. Padma Priya comes in a long line of principals whom we've had, starting with Mrs. Prabhavati, who started, who headed the college at that time. And so many who are now like Yathikuma Gowda. Today I must also consider Lavina, who is looking after GNM. And I think with those two people at the head and people like Savita, and other professors in the college, I think this institution is bound to shine. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Mrs. Shruti, for your kind words of appreciation. As we draw this beautiful ceremony to a close, let us take a moment to reflect on the significance of today. Our young nurses have stepped into a life of service, sacrifice, and dedication. May they always uphold the values they have pledged today. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend my gratitude to everyone present for making this event a grand success. Thank you all and have a wonderful day ahead. I request all the dignitaries to have a refreshment in the restaurant.
తెలిసే కాలం గతించదాని రోజకై ప్రాణం సుమించదాని కోసమే కాలం గతించదాని రోజకై
ನದಿಗೆ ವರದಲ್ಲೇ ಮದಿಗೆ ಬರಬಳ್ಳಿ ಬೆಳಕು ಎప్పుడు వదిలిందో చురుకు ఎప్పుడు పెరిగిందో పలుకు తొలిసల్లే తనుము హరివెల్లి వయసు ఎప్పుడు కదిలిందో సొగసు ఎప్పుడు మెరిసిందో గమనించేలోగా గమకించే రాగాన ఏదో వీణ మోయన కాలం గతించదాని రోజకై ప్రాణం సుమించదాని కోసమై కాలం గతించదాని రోజకై సదా నన్ను నడిపే నీ చెలిమే పూదారై నిలిచే ప్రతి మలుపు ఇకపై స్వాగతమై నా పేరే పిలిచే ఇదే కోరుకున్నా ఇదే కోరుకున్నా అని నేడే తెలిసే కాలం గతించదాని రోజకై ప్రాణం సుమించ చెలిమే పూదారై నిలిచే ప్రతి మలుపు ఇకపై స్వాగతమై